If your child needs to leave school early, please go to the office to sign them out, and they'll be contacted, their classroom will be contacted, and they'll be brought up to the office for you to collect. If your child comes late to school, please bring them into the office and sign them in. It's very important they get the slip from the office to take to their classroom teacher. If you know your child has to be away from school, it would be great if you could contact the office or your classroom teacher to let them know beforehand. If your child's sick and isn't able to attend school, please contact your teacher or the office. If you do receive a text message because your child is absent from school, you need to reply to that text message to explain why your child is away, and please do that within 7 days. After the 7 days, you will get a reminder, but do it as soon as possible. Thanks. If you need to pay for an excursion or a special event, the preferred method is through the school website. However, you can pay via EFTPOS or cash at the front office. If you would like to contact your classroom teacher, you can do so through the Dojo app, or you can ring the office, make an appointment, or you can email the school or your classroom teacher if you have those details. Every child has an emergency contact listed against their name, and we only use these in the case of an emergency or if a child was sick at school and needed picking up. If you change any of your contact details, it's really important you let us know so we can get our system updated.
Whenever you're ready.
So, if your child is sick or injured at school, they're taken to the office where the first aid officer is then able to assess the child and document their relevant information, and then appropriate action is taken. So this means that maybe your child's, you maybe have a phone call about your child to be picked up, or for serious injuries, medical intervention may be required.
Kindergarten Year 1 and Year 2 students are all entitled to travel using a free Opal card. The link to apply for that, which is an online process, can be found in your school handbook. Of an afternoon, children who are catching the bus home are all supervised onto the bus. They line up according to which buses they're going to catch in a number of different places, and their teachers next year will show them and explain that to them. There's, of an afternoon, 5 different bus routes that come past the school, and they're offered by Busways and Hunter Valley coaches. So it might be a good idea to check, if you're unsure about what route to have your child on, check with those bus companies and they should point you in the right direction. It's really important that you notify your child's teacher about their travel home of an afternoon, particularly bus travel, and if there's any changes to the usual routine, just let your child's teacher know. Sometimes in kindergarten, little people decide that they'd like to catch a bus, but we always pay close attention. Even if they're not meant to be on that bus, we make sure they end up in the right place. So hopefully all ends up in the right direction.
If your child has additional needs, we're very well set up to cater for your child at Grahamstown Public School. We probably already know if there's any medical issues, but we do welcome you to talk to us at any time about any concerns you may have or any additional needs we don't yet know about. We have a learning and support team, we have support officers for classrooms, and we have strong wellbeing processes at school. So please talk to us and communicate any needs you may have.
Hi everyone, my name is Kate Lockwood
And I'm Tracy Higgins.
and we are going to be the kindergarten teachers for 2021.
At the end of week 1 next year, it will be confirmed which class your child's going to be in.
All right, day 1, how exciting. So parents, we ask that you bring your child in at 9:15 and bring them straight to the hall. From there, we'll do a quick kiss drop, any last minute organisation, and then we'll be taking the children into the classroom from there. At 2:30, we'll be finishing a bit early on that day. We ask for you all to meet your children at the front gate. We'll be bringing everyone up there at 2:30 on the 1st of February.
And every day for the rest of that week, your children will be starting school at 9 o'clock, the same as everyone else. During that week, we'll be taking time to do some Best Start testing, just to assess where your children are at so that we know where we're going to be teaching from. And they will finish at 2:30 once again at the front gate for that whole week.
We're talking about Best Start.
Best Start's an assessment that all children starting kindergarten around the whole state complete. It helps the teachers get to know your child, get to know the things that they're already understanding, and so that we can plan the teaching that we're going to commence with. When we do our Best Start assessment, it's an individual assessment. Each child will sit down with their teacher. They'll be looking at both literacy and numeracy.
And Best Start testing will happen at the beginning of the year, but it will actually happen when your child has already started school. So you don't have to do anything special. The classroom teacher will work with your child sometime in those first couple of weeks of school, and the assessment will be done. The results of the assessment will come out later in the term, and you'll actually get a letter explaining some of those results and some ideas on how you can help your child with some literacy and numeracy development.